Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food and a new installment that I'm going to call Be Kind, Rewind. So this was an idea that just kind of recently came to me. It is now 2025. We started the channel back in March of 2015. In a month or two, it'll be 10 years. And so I kind of went back and I went to look at some of the early videos that we did, and they're kind of cringy. I mean, from my standpoint, I'm watching them going like, oh, really? So what I decided I was going to do is I'm going to take some of the older videos and I'm just going to redo them because, well, there's a lot of reasons why. So what I thought we would do is we'll watch the episodes together and then we will film doing the same thing. We're just going to film it new and hope to bring some life to it and make it a little bit more interesting than it was. So we are going to watch our first episode, which was Atomic Horseradish. So you and I are going to be watching this at the same time.
Today on Trippy Food, we're going to do a segment that I like to call Taking One for the Team. So apparently, Jeff Fu thought it would be nice, or make a man out of me, to try Atomic Horseradish. I don't know if you've tried Atomic Horseradish before.
I'm holding up the jar.
I'm a little bit nervous about it, but it should be fine. And so I'm thinking, well, what do I want to put horseradish on? So I was out of prime rib, so I opted for gefilte fish. So we're going to put the horseradish on gefilte fish and see what happens.
Now you can't see what I'm doing. Now you see me smelling it.
Oh! Maybe I just slather this on. That's
but you can't see the gefilte fish.
Horseradish there. So here we go.
I mean, there it is, tiny.
Gefilte fish, Manischewitz, of course, with Atomic Horseradish. Wish me luck.
Oh, that is a big piece. Yeah, that's pain.
Oh. Woo! Oh, man. I feel like someone set a mole on fire and sent him inside my head. Oh.
Okay, those little clips are, okay.
Woo! Oh. That is spiteful. Ah.
I didn't mention anything about the horseradish.
Oh, it works better than NyQuil. Holy crap. Oh my God.
Work better than NyQuil.
That is some serious crap right there. Atomic Horseradish. Oh! Again, taking one for the team. Thanks for watching.
So I'm not really happy about that episode. Again, it was my first one. A lot of things have changed. So initially, the episodes were being produced by Jeff Fu. Now, Jeff Fu, as you may or may not know, had a stroke and he was unable to do this. And I found myself having to do it myself. And so I had to learn the whole process about producing and editing and everything on my own videos, which I did. So I think I've grown a lot in 10 years. And I think I could do a better job than I did in that initial video. So today, we're going to redo that video. We're going to be kind, rewind, and give you that video over again, but we're going to make it different. We're going to spice it up, and we're going to add some stuff to it, make it fun. All right, so first, again, we are doing Atomic Horseradish, and so, again, I'm going to put it on gefilte fish, only because I don't feel like making a prime rib. I could, but I'm not going to make a prime rib to put that on. There's other things you would put horseradish on as well. But typically the main things that you're going to find that on is horseradish and gefilte fish. Now, this is also Manischewitz, which is the other brand. You notice it looks a little bit different. Well, it was 10 years ago for one thing. And for another one, this is in jellied broth. So it's going to be really fun. Now, a lot of people kind of turn their nose up at gefilte fish. And, you know, I don't blame them to a certain extent, especially if you're eating it out of a jar like this. But I will tell you that my friend Michelle Grant one time invited me over her house so that we could make gefilte fish from scratch using her mother's recipe. Now, I was threatened with death. I mean, honestly, if I tell you even how she made it, there's going to be an unmarked white van that's going to pull up in front of the house. They're going to put a hood over me, and then that's it. You're never going to see me again. So I will keep that secret. I will just tell you that it was the most amazing gefilte fish that I ever had. And I had a new appreciation for it, seeing all the work that went into how to make it. So we are going to use gefilte fish today. Again, this is Manischewitz. It's out of a jar. It's from the store. It's not going to be great, but we're going to put horseradish on it nonetheless. Now, if you remember from the original episode 10 years ago, and who would forget something 10 years old, right? we did atomic horseradish. So again, we are doing atomic horseradish. Now I had to look all over the place to find atomic horseradish. I finally managed to find it at Smart and Final. They're the only place in the area that seems to have atomic horseradish, but I did find the atomic horseradish. So we are using the same horseradish that we did in the original episode. And I decided that we're going to add in another one just to make it really interesting. And this is from a company called Maheev. It's a Russian company, which is why all the writing in it is in Russian. You can get these at any Eastern European, Middle Eastern store. You know, if you're in the Glendale area, there's a lot of those. And you can get this here. So this is everything on the label is in Russian. This is a Russian company. Maheev was founded by Leonid Beryshev and Vadim Maheev, and the original purpose of them forming the company is to make mayonnaise. So they branched out and they added horseradish to that. So this is horseradish. I'm not sure if it's a horseradish sauce or just plain horseradish. Again, it's just horseradish sauce. Ingredients: fresh horseradish root, water, sunflower oil, sugar, salt, vinegar, preservatives, sodium benzoate. So I think we're going to try this first only because we don't know how hot this is. We know this is going to be hot. We don't know how hot this is going to be. Now this, on the other hand, atomic horseradish. Atomic horseradish is made by a company called Morehouse Foods. And Morehouse Foods was founded by Miles and Lou Morehouse in 1898. That's how old they are. They really didn't start doing horseradish until much, much later. They bought Atomic Food Products, probably, I would say, in the mid to late 1900s. In 1913, they moved to LA, and the primary reason for their move was they were going to open up factories and make mustard. But they've been doing the horseradish for a while, and we are going to try, once again, atomic horseradish. Now, this says ingredients parsnips, so maybe they're thinking parsnips is the same thing as horseradish. Distilled vinegar, water, no, I guess not, because it's horseradish. So there's parsnips and horseradish, salt, sugar, artificial flavoring. Artificial flavoring? There's horseradish in there. What artificial flavoring? I don't know. It doesn't make much sense. So you're probably asking yourself, if you were to eat a spoonful of that, and I might be coaxed into doing that, but we'll see. If you were to eat a spoonful of that, what makes it as strong as it is? Well, there's a compound in it called isothiocyanate, and isothiocyanate oxidizes when it hits heat and moisture. So basically your mouth does an excellent job. 98 degrees, saliva, all that fun stuff. It kind of oxidates it and it starts the heat happening. Now in the original video, I said that this works better than NyQuil. It doesn't, and I'll tell you why from experience, because when I filmed that one originally, I kept the jar of atomic horseradish, and at one point in time my sinuses got blocked up. And so I thought, well, I'll just take a spoonful of that horseradish and it will clear my sinuses right up. So I took a spoonful of horseradish. Now what happened was, because my sinuses were blocked up, the fumes, if you want to call them that, going up through the back of my nose had nowhere to go. And so I involuntarily spat out the spoonful of horseradish. I just couldn't keep it in my mouth. It's not like I wanted to spit it out or anything. I just involuntarily spat it out. So I know it doesn't work as well as NyQuil. So we're going to try this. Again, we're going to try the Russian one first. We're going to try the Maheev first. Then we're going to do the atomic horseradish. Let me go ahead and get one of these on a plate. These look funky, but again, because they're jellied, one's enough. And again, I'm heartbroken that I cannot use a Michelle Grant gefilte fish. But here we are. All right, here we go. Our jellied gefilte fish. I don't know that it makes a difference. Okay, so we're gonna start with our Russian Maheev horseradish. It doesn't smell as strong, and it's a little bit runnier. That ought to be enough. Clean my knife so that we don't cross-contaminate. Let me get a nice little piece of that. Wish me luck. A little creamier. That is exceptionally mild. And it kind of surprises me because I I'm trying to remember if it was on a live stream that we did, or another episode, we did Russian mustard. And that was like if you ever had hot Chinese mustard, or if you ever had like deli mustard, that really, really hot, strong deli mustard, this is like really smooth, almost fruity. It's really strange. Very, very creamy, very smooth. So this kind of enhances the taste of things without really like kicking it in the butt and overpowering it. So this is really, I'm really surprised. I was expecting this one to maybe even be hotter than the Atomic, and it's not. It's a really mellow horseradish. We've done other horseradishes before, and I'll link those videos down below. And all of them are stronger, much stronger than this one. This one is really mellow. It's nice actually. It's a nice creamy sauce that gives you that flavor of horseradish without going over the top and taking your breath away. So that's a thumbs up for me. It's very, very different. Yeah, thumbs up. All right, so now let's go to our old tried and true Atomic Horseradish. Oh yeah. I took a whiff of that, and it's like, and it goes into your nose and it stays there. So it's like my nose is running. It's just like it's like somebody stuck a butter knife up my nose. That's what it's like. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. This is also much thicker. Now, this one has parsnips in it, so it's not like just pure horseradish. So I would think that this one would not be as hot, but, well, let's see, all right? 10 years have gone by since we tried this, and let's see if this changed at all. All right, let me grab a bite of this. Okay, here we go. I mean, I can smell this coming off the plate. Damn it, that's evil. Oh. That's evil. So, you can't even taste the gefilte fish. All you're getting is that horseradish. It's like my tongue is on fire. My nose is running. Oh man, that packs a kick. Now, I don't know if I used more this time than I did when I first tried it, but oh my God, that is crazy hot. Oh, that is painful. I don't know how I did a spoonful of that, without something else on it. So that is really, really crazy. Now, I'm not going to give that a thumbs down, even though it was like painful. I mean, literally painful. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to give it a thumbs up because it says Atomic Horseradish, and it is Atomic Horseradish. It has the horseradish flavor, it has the horseradish effect, and it's like full bore, in your face, hardcore horseradish damage. So because it's interesting and different, and that's what we do here, I'm going to give that a thumbs up. So this is the first of our Be Kind Rewind series, and you'll start to see more of these in the next few weeks, where we'll be redoing some of our older videos, kind of cringy videos. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of this one compared to the first one, and whether you think this is even worth it to keep redoing these and to kind of bring them to you fresh. Let me know in the comments down below. If you get out to get this, again, I found it at Smart and Final. I don't know where else has it, but when you get out there to get this, be careful. It's crazy in there. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.